So what is up, guys? You got your boy Stingren here today, and today we're back with some Aether Gazer video stuff here today, because I have a video. I've been sitting on it, whether or not I wanted to talk about it. I've kind of talked about this a little bit openly in the Discord. Kind of spoiled my plans there a little bit. I don't know. Smart move, big brain jet. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about the new gacha update that happened on the CN version of Aether Gazer. If you guys don't know, CN actually has a brand new gacha update that happened with this banner that is the new character Izanami. If you guys don't know our current gacha setup, if you're new to the game or you just been pulling frivolously and you don't really care, we have a pity system, right? Our pity system is built in multiples of 7. So every 7 multi-pulls, you are guaranteed to get an S rank, but your first initial 7, right? If you've not gone to the soft pity, this is what we call our soft pity, then you have a 50% chance to get the new on banner unit, or you have a 50% chance to get another S rank character. So let's just use the current banner that's currently on global, the Marduk banner. If you pull 7 times, even earlier, doesn't necessarily have to be 70 times. You can get an S rank at any given time. You have a 50% chance to get Marduk, 50% chance to get someone else. That's basically the TLDR. But what if you don't get the on-banner unit? Well, the pity then resets, but your next time that you get a guaranteed S rank will be the banner unit guarantee. So, worst case scenario, you would have to go through 14 multis. Best case scenario is 2 multis, or even 2 single pulls. Get it back to back type deal. But anyway, 2 single pulls is best case scenario. Worst case scenario is 14 multi pulls, which you have to hit 40 both times for the pity. But that's essentially our new system, right? Or our current system, my bad. And the new system that was revealed as part of this banner and this banner only, it is apparently 90 pulls to guarantee the new unit. Now this is big. Now let's talk about everything that goes on here before we get into how my personal feelings of this on this. By the way, I'm using AzurT's video. I did have permission from AzurT himself. I DM'd him via Twitter to talk about this video because this is a really interesting change, and I really wanted to talk about it because I really wanted to do it now because excuse me, because we could very well see this being implemented earlier in global, because global tends to bring things earlier than anticipated. One of the biggest examples is the DV update, so it could very well be a thing. But there are also some few stipulations that have been going around from CN players that maybe not see this coming in early, but I figured I'd go ahead and talk about it because I really want to just talk about more Aether Gazer stuff right now. You know, I really want to talk more about Aether Gazer. So let's get right into that. So this new banner system is 9 pulls for pity, and you get the new unit guarantee. As of course, same rules do apply if you pull an S rank early. If you pull an S rank early, it's actually a same percent chance of getting a new banner character or the on banner character, right? It's either new banner character or off banner. But here's the best part. There's not a reset here. That means no matter what you do, no matter how many times you get S ranks, you only have to do 9. Now, of course, obviously, if you break the 50-50 and you get another one earlier than 9, then yes, you're still going to get the guarantee. But I'm speaking if you have to do the 9. If you have to do the 9 multi-pulls, then that means you are guaranteed a copy of Izanagi. Or Izanami, my bad. That's Izanagi. What am I playing, Naruto? Anyway. So Izanami, you can get in 9 pulls guarantee. That is very good, because to SS a character, normally, if you're talking worst case scenario, is 28 multis, I believe, 28. Because if you have to go through 50-50 both times, which is again worst case scenario, that is 28 multiples. This is only 18. That's a 10 pull difference. That's huge. That is like 20,000 shifted stars that you save in the process, which is fan-freaking-tastic, especially for people that don't have much time to save, or if they're chasing someone else and they get it by the skin of their teeth and they don't have so much resources left to get the other character. So that's really good. But let's talk about everything that goes on here. So, as I said before, 9 pulls guarantee, you get the unit. But if you get an off banner S rank during your chance to pull up to the 9, this pity doesn't reset. It just keeps going. It keeps going until you hit the 90, which is basically your hard pity. If you again get an S rank while getting an off banner S, then you still do get the new banner unit, and it just resets that way. So basically, whenever you get the new S rank, that's when the pity resets. But if you don't get the new S rank, that's when it doesn't reset. So I really wanted to talk about this because this is an interesting game changer, because it really has to do with a lot of how people feel about the monetary state of the game, whether or not this will come to global, and if it does come to global, how early can we see it? So there's going to be 3 main things we're going to be kind of throwing you guys here with, and we're just going to speculate together. If you want to leave your own personal comments, let me know how you feel about this. But out of the gate, I think this is fantastic, especially for someone who's a whale like myself. I think this is going to be great. This is going to be a really good thing because it means I don't have to invest so much money into the game to try to get the unit that I want. So, or of course I could just be smart and safe, you know what I mean? Or just don't chase the SS like I do every new unit that comes out. Not every new unit. I didn't do it with Athena. I didn't do it with Marduk. I don't even think I pulled Athena nor Marduk, actually, now that I think about it. I don't think I pulled on their banners. I pulled on Oceanus for sure, and I got him to SS. Basically, every new unit I want, I try to get SS plus Funder. That's usually my stopping point. I'm what you call a dolphin / whale tier. Anyway, so let's talk about it. So first things first is the monetary aspect of it. Now, the big reason why I really want to talk about this, because a lot of people on global tend to really doom post the game when it comes to monetary value. The big reason is because whenever Censurator or any other trusted site reveals the monthly gross earnings, whether it be from content creators or any other trusted sources, whenever they reveal the monthly value or the monthly earnings of the game, Aether Gazer is not in a particularly great place. With a lot of people are saying that it's in a bit of a low tier. A lot of people are saying that it's pretty low. It doesn't make a lot of money. It doesn't do this and that. Which is, I mean, it's completely fair because, yeah, but you also got to understand that Aether Gazer in itself is a pretty niche game. Like, it's not like one of those games that has so much going behind it, like, you know, big heavy hitters like Honkai Star Rail or a lot of the newer gacha games that are coming out that have so much publicity going behind it, like Reverse 1999 does, for example. It has an incredible marketing team behind it. When it comes to Aether Gazer, there's not much marketing that goes on for the game. It is not. There's not much marketing. The only reason you could ever really hear about Aether Gazer is probably by content creators such as myself, or you just happen to see it randomly and you're like, okay, that sounds like an interesting game, I'm gonna try it. I mean, that's how I found Aether Gazer to be kind of like, it wasn't really from an ad, it wasn't really from like a Twitter document or any or a Twitter post or anything. I found Aether Gazer because I was looking at games based on revenue, and I saw Aether Gazer at the top, which not top as in top earning. It was like I think it was listed by ABC. When I was like, what the heck is Aether Gazer? It's a new game. It's only been out for like 2 months, so I figured I'd download it. Ended up liking it. So that's the way I found out about Aether Gazer. But it wasn't like through content creation. It wasn't through Twitter, Facebook, etc. TikTok, anything. I didn't see anything about this game up until this point. I never even knew it was released. I was like, oh, it came out a few months ago. Okay, bet, I'll try it. Because I was looking for a new gacha game to play. Because the ones I were playing, I was getting particularly burnt out on. So, here we are, like, what, 3-4 months later? And I'm still enjoying the game. Definitely getting a little bit of slowdown on the game so far. But I'm definitely still enjoying it. But the whole doom posting about the revenue thing it's kind of weird. It's definitely a weird take. And a lot of people think that this new gacha update is going to kill the game even further, because as I said before, I said that this is a good thing for me because I don't want to spend as much. Obviously, with a system like this, me only having to spend to get 18 pulls, or if I even hold on enough to have the 18 pulls, is already a great check mark for me, right? But people who don't want to spend or will spend less on this type of thing to, obviously save up and be able to do the things they need to do. And I don't think that's going to kill Aether Gazer. Like, I don't get why people think that Aether Gazer has to be like in the millions or something. Because I think the last check I think the last time I looked at the monthly earnings is when we supposedly got the big patch, which is Hell and Hera, and I think it only did like 700K that month, which is not bad. I mean, that's not bad. But I think last month, which was, I want to say Athena and someone else, I can't remember. Not Oceanus. Oceanus was into the next month, so maybe Athena Oceanus, but it just wasn't a lot. Yeah, I think it was like sitting at around like maybe like 400,000 that I remember seeing it at, and that someone was talking about it. But I don't think this is gonna kill Aether Gazer, because the big reason why I don't feel like it's gonna kill is because we are really overestimating just how much it costs to maintain the game. I've seen a lot of games that continuously hover or drop at a certain threshold of income, and it's been out for years and years and years to come. A prime example of this is a pretty game that I used to cover extensively, is the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. This game has been out for close to 7 years on its Japan version, which is its parent version, and it's still been out despite not making a lot of money. Like, Default does not make a lot of money at all. It's a very close knit game when it comes to the people that play and the people that know about it. But it's definitely not going to be one of those games that you see like Honkai Star Rail, which makes $40 to $50 million every single month when a new character drops. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be one of those type of things. It's definitely not. So that's completely fine, and that's completely okay. My big thing is that people are using this as a leverage to say, well, this game's gonna shut down even faster. No, that's not the case. Again, we are overestimating server costs, maintenance, and company staff and everything. So again, let's stop that. Can we please do that? Can we please not? I know that may have gotten a little bit controversial, but let's not do that, okay? Let's not. I don't think that's very good. I don't think that's very healthy for the community to just potentially doom post a game like that. I mean, I've definitely dabbled in doom posting before, and it's not a good thing to do. Honestly, it's very stupid, to be honest. But anyway, let's go and talk about it. So, whether or not this will come to global. Now, this is a gray area because we don't know whether or not this will come to global or not. We don't know. The big reason why we don't know, because a lot of people are saying that this could be just a one-time thing. Not as in one time as in you get the guaranteed 90, then this disappears. No. One time as in this is only going to be on Izanami's banner, and that's it. So we don't know what next banner is coming in CN. A lot of people hypothesize it's going to be Dark Kagasuchi because it was revealed in a trailer. So it could be Dark Kagasuchi, but we have to see what the next banner is going to be. If the next banner does have this same precise setup where it's 90 pulls to guarantee the Dark Kagasuchi, that's if it is even Dark Kagasuchi. It could be completely somebody completely different. If it's even following that same mode, I'd probably say it is, because we're doing a lot of Shinho units at the moment right now. Because I think Kura was Shinho, Izanami Shura, Izanami is Shinho as well. We could maybe do it now because Kagasuchi is Shinho, so could be now a good time, because I think they're focusing on the Shinho arc now again with the story. So it could be a potential chime with that. So if it's not going to be the same as this for Kagasuchi, then it could be just a one-time thing. The reason why I think it is potentially permanent, because I don't think there's currently any special campaigns going on in CN. I don't think it's like any special anniversary or anything like that. I know they just had their anniversary some time ago. So I don't think that there's anything special to warrant them changing the banner structure. Usually when you see banner structures like these in gacha games, it's usually a part of like a celebration or a campaign, right? I don't think I've heard or seen anything. Of course, I don't really follow CN that extensively, so I could be wrong here, but I don't think I've seen or heard anything that is like a anniversary or a celebration or a campaign or any sort of thing for Aether Gazer. So I don't really think that this could potentially be a thing. It could very well be, it could very well be the permanent gacha setup. Now let's talk about if it isn't. Now if it isn't, then GG's. You know what I mean? That's basically it. We just have to stick with the current banner structure, which I don't like the banner structure. The big reason why I want this one more is because it gives us our character version of the Funker banner. I love pulling the Funker banner because no matter what I do, the 7 pulls, I'm going to get the Funker. That's it. You know what I mean? No one likes pulling more times than they have to. No one likes failing a 50-50. Like, I just pulled for Tsukiyomi, the rerun. I just pulled for that banner. I didn't record it because I was out with my friends. And I obviously failed the 50-50, and that means I'm going to have to dig up another 7 multi-pulls or spend some money to guarantee myself on the next time I want to pull for characters, which would probably be Thor, because, again, another lightning character. I just wanted Suku just to start building up a lightning team, and I wanted to put Suku on the team, but looks like that ain't happening. Looks like that's not happening. But anyway, to go on from there, to go on from what I was talking about, if it's a now character version where we can get our own guarantee without putting up more of a hassle, then I definitely think that this is going to be a fan freaking tastic change. I think this is going to be a beautiful, and I do mean a beautiful change that is going to impact the game. Let's talk about if it is permanent and whether or not Global will or not implement it early. Now, if it's permanent, as I said before, I'm going to be super happy. I'm going to be grateful. I'm going to say, oh yeah, we're cooking tonight, boys, because when summons go up and I want to pull on a new banner character, I won't have to go, 14 multis at max to get one copy, and I have to shrug if I really just want to hit the 50-50, because God, man, failing the 50-50 is never good. It's never good unless it's a character you want. Then okay, if I out of all the 50-50s I failed, I don't think I've never actually got a character I've wanted ever. Like, it could just be like a bonus of something. I think the only time I ever got one was Scotty, because I wanted to get her to SS, but at that time I wasn't spending. And I think it was when I chased for I can't remember who it was. Was it Shu? I don't think it was Shu. I don't think I failed 50-50 on Shu. I don't remember who it was, but regardless, I'm getting off topic here. But I've never really been happy to see a failed 50-50. Never. I've never really been happy. Again, probably the happiest I would have ever been is if it was like Aether, because that means I could do the Thor Aether team without having to pull on the rerun banner. But that's the only time where I've ever really been, or the only time I would have been happy to see it, ever. But as of currently, I don't like seeing these off banner units, and then I have to do yet another 7. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, it's not like this system in itself eliminates the whole 50-50 nature, because you still technically hit it in this banner, but it's just the fact that it's essentially 5 pulls less in terms of me to get just one copy of the unit. That's less resources that I end up saving over the course of me buying, spending, or grinding, or doing what I do to get my shifted stars. So that's why I personally like this a bit more, because it's definitely something that's a lot more healthy in terms of the gacha mindset of the player. Now, when could Global see this being implemented? Now, I don't know. Now, I do think the best time for it would be 2.0, because I think 2.0 is really when people are really going to get back into Aether Gazer strong force. I've seen a lot of people say they're putting down Aether Gazer for the time being because they want to wait until 2.0 releases, which is completely fine. That's a completely fine take. I've seen people say, they would just rather wait till 2.0 drops before they consider playing the game again, which again, not a terrible thing to do, because again, that's when a lot of the content gets exciting. You have a lot of things to catch up on, so there's going to be a ton of shifted stars for you to sit on. There's going to be 2 amazing characters that debut with it immediately, and then one of them you can get to SS for free, which is fantastic. So that's going to be a really good time for a lot of people to jump back in. But if they don't implement it, then hey, I don't mind it. You know what I mean? Just know at some point that it's coming. But yeah, I think that's generally it. I think I've covered all the key bases here that I wanted to talk about. And yeah, so this has been your boy Stingren. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.